Ben goes down then in the second half, and what's the process for telling him that you're going to be going in?
It's just kind of it's go time. Seeing Ben out there, it sucks, but you got to step up when your number gets called. And I've been preparing, I've been ready, day in and day out, going into practice, trying to do everything I can to just stay ready for those moments. And that moment finally came today, and so I was just ready when the number got called.
The snap earlier that you got in the red zone, I feel like that's a good opportunity to show, like, hey, when we're down here, I can do some things to help us out.
Coach Gino and Coach Figel are always thinking of creative ways for our offense and creative new things to do in our offense. So I just think that's one of the wrinkles that showed up this week. So going forward, we'll see where it goes.
Can you sense defenses scramble or at least kind of change the way they play a little bit when you come in, knowing your running ability?
I think it has an effect on the defense for sure. I think it has a big effect on the defense. Just having to be responsible for another guy that can really take off and go get yards. So at the end of the game, they kind of were eyeing in on that, keying in on that, and that let Chuck do his thing. The O-line was playing phenomenal in that fourth quarter. So Chuck and the O-line, they just kind of took it over in the end.
After Chuck got the first down, you gave it a little fist pump there. Describe that feeling.
I was just pumped being in there, seeing Chuck do his thing. That kind of really sealed the game right there. And so I was just fired up.
Was there any doubt whether or not they would go for it on 4th and 1?
I mean, I don't know. I was looking at him and I was telling him, let's end it right now. Let's go get it. And so I just think he had faith in what we were doing. He saw how the O-line was operating. He saw how Chuck was running the ball. And I just think that was everything he needed to see to go get that last 1 yard.
How nerve-wracking is it coming into the game cold? It's such a tight game, fourth quarter, and knowing what a loss could do on homecoming here.
I mean, it sucks kind of being in that position, but at the same time, it's just an opportunity to showcase what you can do. So the coaches have told me ever since camp, ever since Ben was named the starter, that these moments are going to show up. You're going to have to win us games this year. And they said, like, this was one of those moments today. So they've just been prepping me, always just trying to come in with that positive attitude, even though I might not be the starter, knowing that I'm in the position that can help us win games like today. And so just being that positive guy, coming in with a mentality like I am starting every day in practice, that just helps.
Vic said the same thing, that you've had that mentality, since I named Ben the starter, that you were always kind of prepared the same way. How challenging is that, or how important is that, Ben, for you to kind of keep that same mentality even not starting?
It was very important. When talking to all the coaches, when the decisions were being made, that's what they really focused on. They don't want my attitude to change. I'm a very positive person. I love to have some fun, but growing my game at the same time, even though I'm not starting, just kind of sitting back, focusing on what I need to focus on and getting better day in and day out. So when those moments do show up, I'm ready. And I feel like today I was ready for that moment.
Did you hear the pop from the crowd when you came jogging in on that red zone play?
Yeah, a little bit, for sure. Kind of fired me up. A little bit.
Did you think you were getting in?
Oh, for sure. I thought I was going to get in the end zone, too.
That's what I mean. Did you think you were getting in the end zone?
Oh, yeah, that's going to haunt me, for sure. My legs were I wasn't ready. I was a little cold. That's my excuse, but
You
definitely should have gotten
running
in.
some laps
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to give the package away. I wasn't trying to get on the bike or anything.
How's Gino on the headset? Is there any time for jokes and light talk between you two at all?
Sometimes, for sure. I came to the sideline, and I always talk about, I'm getting in that box. Like, when we put in the play, I'm like, I'm getting in that end zone. So I came to the sideline, hopped on the mic, and he's like, you got to get in that box. And I'm like, well, all right, I already know.
How does the team, offense as a whole, respond when Tyler goes down and Ben goes down against other guys go down for a little bit?
I think that this year, going through spring ball, going through camp, and kind of developing all these relationships throughout our offense, throughout our whole team, I think everybody believes in the guys that are behind them. So when Tyler goes down, we know there's going to be receivers that are going to step up and they're going to play great and play their game. And then when Ben goes down, everybody's coming up to me telling me, we believe in you. Just go in, be yourself, be confident. And so I think those are the things that help us to where we've gotten right now, just being confident in each other and believing in each other, and then just going out there and being ourselves and making plays.
First catch for Blue since 2019. How pumped are all you guys to see him have a chance to get in there and make a play?
I love to see that for Blue. I know all the challenges that he's been through. He's been one of my best friends since I've gotten here. He was roommates with my brother. They hung out at O State together, and then they transferred down here together. So Lou's like another brother to me. So seeing that, I was super pumped for him, super excited, and I just love Lou to death for sure.
Same thing with Chuck, knowing what he's been through injury-wise for another team like today. How does that feel as a teammate?
I love to see it. Chuck's always coming in with a smile on his face. If you would look at him, you wouldn't think that he's been through all those challenges, or the way that he comes into practices. Like, even though he's an old guy, he's gonna go hard every single day. And I just love seeing Chuck. I just love seeing Chuck do what Chuck does, and it's good to see him smile like that for sure.
So you know you call him an old guy?
I think he knows he's an old
That's
guy.
now.
I think he knows he's an old guy.
How cool was it to see that atmosphere for homecoming? Obviously, you saw guys like Alec, Curtis, Darian, along with the fans that showed out. Just how great was that environment today?
It's always a great environment in the NIP. I think it was. It was really cool seeing all those guys come back to support us. They're doing their own things, but they're finding time in their schedules to come back and, see what we can do to support us. I think the majority of the reason they come back is because they want to see that new locker room that they're missing out on. So seeing them come to the locker room and seeing all their reactions when they see that's really cool, because they know it's something that they built. And they're all up on the wall and all that stuff, so it's really cool for them to see them come back and kind of enjoy it.
One more for Evan.
When Ben went down, you came in there, you seemed like you were pretty loose. Did you say anything to kind of lighten the mood to the offensive line?
I was just saying, let's go win this ball game, honestly. I can't believe you said I seemed loose. I was a little tight standing over there for like 3 quarters, but once I finally got in there, got a couple plays in, I felt confident, I felt good, and just everybody coming up to me, telling me, we believe in you, like, this is your time, this is what you've been waiting for. It was a big confidence booster knowing that those guys got my back like that.
All right, thanks, Evan.
Appreciate it.